Sweet but possessive. Red flag that we've been seeing last season. And we all know that a big wave of drama is about to come for Suha and Ship. But the story is getting more interesting because I kind of feel like we're gonna see the director's other persona that he's been hiding inside him. But I really can't blame Jiwon though. He's been through a lot because of that red dude. I still love him even though he's going through this crazy. And I just wish that Suha would hang in there for Jiwon. Before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my social media at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this episode will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 73 of My Suha. I don't know why, but whenever a character shows this kind of possessive kind of thing, it's kind of like a red flag, right? But for real though, sometimes they're just afraid to be alone again, right? Like, you gotta think about why Jiwon is like this right now. And you have to remember, like, you have to put yourself in his shoes, that it's kind of hard to feel that fear of losing someone. And when they are finally back, you'll still have the trauma of being left alone. It's pretty hard. But I respect everyone's opinion, and even I'm always been a big I've always found it troublesome whenever Jiwon shows this possessive side of him, even before the whole incident. But I still have to say that I have a lot of faith in their relationship. So far, it hasn't been toxic, and the director has been trying to protect Suha from everything, especially the redhead dude. I understand how he's feeling right now because, they just had this big accident where their private space was, invaded by some foreign entity. And of course, like, Jiwon wants Suha to stay at home where he could be safe all the time. And because Suha promised to stay at home, he was expecting that he would just stay at home. But Suha left anyways. And Jiwon wasn't expecting the possibility that, when he came home, Suha wasn't there. There was no way he could have found out that he was okay. He didn't leave him a text message, no phone call, no email, no note. Of course, this dude that just got out of this very traumatic event thought that he got kidnapped or maybe ran away for good. And I'm sure if Suha said something that he wanted to go somewhere, the director would have probably tried to adjust and figure something out. But since Suha lied to him or hid the fact, it's kind of hard to overlook that, But I can't blame either one of them for everything that happened. Even if Jiwon does not become possessive, he'd still be attacked by paranoia and anxiety, which would definitely still affect both of, you know, both of them. I don't really hate Jiwon specifically, and especially that we all know that he'll definitely overcome this whole trauma someday. In real life, it'd be hard for one to stay sane too. If you put yourself in their shoes, it's impossible to stay sane. Not that I'm saying it's impossible, but it's definitely a tough challenge. All that hate should be poured on the redhead instead, in my personal opinion. Suha may not be allowed outside anymore after this. And I really, really just wish that, Suha, why aren't you leaving a note in the apartment that you'll be back? Like maybe he didn't send an email or a text message or a phone call to the director because he's afraid that he didn't want to bother the director with his busy schedule, because knowing the director will make time for him and he didn't want to be that bothered. But he could have left a note, right? He could have left a note in the house so that the director will not panicking. And Jiwon is at his wits' end and now becoming possessive of the only person who genuinely cares for him, loves him. Both of them needs each other, but please, 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 I really hope that they don't turn into toxic. I don't think so, but both of them really needs a break. I really think that all of these is because of all the family trauma and then redhead trauma that recently happened. I think that they're both being protective of one another in their own right, but I think that this is something that they can do as long as they communicate. These kinds of responses are normal for people that's suffering from PTSD and are recently traumatized. I really hope that the author makes it so that they communicate through this and become stronger. I really hate it if they make it like a toxic relationship. I don't think so, because these two genuinely loves each other. I don't think they will, but you never know, I'm still crossing my fingers that it will never turn into a toxic relationship. I'm getting a feeling that the worst that this series could go is he's gonna be a bit possessive, where he's gonna try to keep Suha caged up for good. Not caged up like he's gonna be chained, right? Not that crazy, but he's gonna find a way to always have Suha under strict surveillance or something. I love the director, I really do, but I sometimes when I just said what I just said, I kind of want to say to Suha that he better run, and I mean it. But this is a beginning, and the beginning of something where all the drama is about to start. And this is the start of this season, right? So we know that there's gonna be a lot of drama ahead of Jiwon. But it looks like this whole possessiveness and caging of Suha might be indications of what's about. Jiwon really a really strong assurance from Suha right now, from all the history that Jiwon's family has put both Jiwon and Suha through. I think that Jiwon has every right to be overly protective right now, but I kind of feel like about to cross the line. So I do empathize with Jiwoon, but hope that Suha will give him some sort of assurance that everything's gonna be okay. It's only Suha who give him that assurance. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me in my Discord channel. I'd love to hear back from you. And please consider supporting the show by donating as little as 99 cents through www.sealedfujoshi.xyz. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.